welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I've been on YouTube, and honestly, soon you'll understand why, but I've been immersed in everything The Curl by London, and it really feels like I've just had a regrowth and a new birth into this new and different chapter in my life. I definitely still miss creating. I miss creating vlogs and I miss being in that creative zone, but sometimes life comes with changes, and this is a new one that I'm open and willing to learn from and be immersed in. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing everything that I've learned along the way of being a content creator for the last 10 years and ways in which I think that you can improve to become the best content creator possible. This video is sponsored by Squarespace, and for the last year I have been a Squarespace ambassador. When they originally reached out to me, I was very excited because I had already been using their platform to build my website and also the Curl by London's website, so it was literally a perfect fit. I wanted both of my websites, but in particular my own personal one, to feel like a scrapbook with images that tell my story, from all of my travels to just general things about me. I think it's really important to captivate your brand, and that leads me on to the first tip. The first thing I always recommend to anyone when they ask me what they should do to become a great content creator is definitely captivating your brand. And by doing this, you need to know what it is. What's your purpose? What message do you want to send? What kind of vibe do you want to embody? And the only way to know this is by doing research into things that you like, colors, locations, messages you love, things you're passionate about. For me, as you guys know, it started off with the main topic being about hair and having the biggest hair in the world. But after a while, I did get bored with my message, and I transcended it into self-love and just self-discovery of a young woman in her 20s, learning and unlearning things about herself. The most important thing to know with social media is it's okay to change, it's okay to evolve. The same way that platforms are always changing is the same way you can too. If you feel like you've started your journey to work with brands, but then you realize you have a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose, that's okay. But always stay true to your core and always do what feels right for you. If you feel like you're overwhelmed with an abundance of different brands and themes and colors that you want to embody, then that's okay too. But it can confuse your audience if you're always switching from different things. So try to stay focused and narrow things that really feel true to you. My core has always been vibrancy. I love color and I love documenting my travels. So on my Squarespace website, I have a tab that shows most of the places I've been to, with links to where I've stayed and mini stories that I feel I want to share and images that are taken on my film camera. I feel like that truly embodies who I am, because even in my home, I have images everywhere of all of my travels. I have so many photo albums and scrapbooks with images and plane tickets and receipts and concert tickets. So I really wanted to reflect that kind of scrapbook feel on my website, and I love the images that I chose. It's super easy to create a website on Squarespace. Literally, they have so many different templates and themes that you can choose from, and all you need to do is enter the text you want to share and of course the imagery as well. And it's very easy to cross-reference with all the different platforms. So for me, I of course have links to my Instagram and other platforms that I use. So I definitely recommend checking out Squarespace if you feel like you don't have a platform to share all of you. One of the reasons why I also love using Squarespace for my website is because I have worked with so many different brands, but I'm also a salon owner, and I feel like it can get confusing and difficult for me to share all the different aspects of me. So anytime that someone asks me who I've worked with, I can always send them to my brand page where they can scroll and see all the different people I've worked with. They can see examples of my beauty content, my travel content, my hair content, my lifestyle content. And of course, if they want to learn more about my salon, they can click there just to understand a little bit about my journey. It can get very hard to document all of yourself, so try to be consistent. Although I have lacked in this area of YouTube, My life has changed dramatically since I first started. I first started when I was 16, so I was just in school. I didn't need to focus on, a job or anything like that. I was living at home, whereas now I have a lot more responsibilities, so it can be hard for me to stay consistent. So I would say strengthen one platform first and really focus on that, and then take all the lessons that you've learned from that one platform and apply it to the others. As platforms such as TikTok require more quantity, they require you to create at a vast level, whereas something like YouTube I feel is more about quality. So once you learn that and you learn which platform requires what, then it will become so much easier for you to hone in on that and make it the best that you can possibly be. Another tip that I always have for content creators is to make sure everything is clear and concise. If, for instance, you always talk about skincare, then have a highlights page where you share all of your skincare products, or have a hyperlink on your website where you share all of the products that you love. If people have to scroll really hard to find something, they won't want to go on your website. So make sure that everything is clear, make sure you label everything correctly and it's organized, and that way, if for instance someone's with their friend, they can be like, oh yeah, this girl, I remember her posting something about where she stayed in Zimbabwe, let me go to her website and find the link. And literally it's that easy, and it avoids people asking you repetitive questions as well. So try to keep things clear and consistent. My last, and I feel my most important tip, is to begin with the end in mind. And I'm very lucky because I created content and started doing it when I was very young. So it was very early in the game. I could, learn as everyone else was learning too. Whereas now I do feel there's a huge pressure to follow the trends, use the same audio, and it can be easy for me sometimes to get consumed by that. But I would say it's very important to understand your end goal. If your end goal is to start your own jewellery line, then create content based around jewellery, and don't feel pressured to create content about viral noodles or the must-have things that everyone else is doing. Stay focused and clear on what your end purpose is. Although for me, I didn't know I was going to open a salon so soon, I definitely made sure that I was very consistent with documenting hair and also documenting the journey that it became to become a business owner. So I was very consistent and I was very precise in the content I created. I didn't just pop out of nowhere saying I want to have a curly hair salon. It definitely flowed through the content I had been creating prior. If working with brands is your end goal, then make sure you create some kind of portfolio, which you can definitely do on Squarespace, that shares all of the work you've created. If you just want to create and you just want to have fun, then document that too. You never know what opportunities could come your way. But having that goal and that vision, I feel has led me to be in rooms that I never thought I could be in, because I was very intentional with everything I did. If you guys have any questions about content creation or things you want to know about Squarespace, please do comment below and I'll be more than happy to share. I love content creation and I do sometimes do workshops as well online. So if you guys want to know more about that, then let me know, because content creation is so fun and I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all of the opportunities that have come with it. I've enjoyed learning all the creative techniques. It's been a journey, so whatever you want to use your website for, just have fun and just reflect who you are, because you are unique, and don't forget that. I'll see you guys hopefully soon. I do have a very exciting announcement coming up and I cannot wait to share that with you, so stay tuned, and you can find me on my other platforms at Near the Light. Bye guys!